Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. Alex Okafor in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, they had that one snipped up. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Breeze now on first down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Kill.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
all makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Good set.
On second down, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They get it to him running left. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Looks good on the extra point. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Demario Davis coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
No. Jack, Patriot. Detroit.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. John Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 52 yards.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Escaping the press. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Easy. Monday.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill.
Now Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Gun! No. Check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. first and goal, Collins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, second and goal. They give it to him running left, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson now. Touchdown, Ravens.
Back.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Powers through. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Hey, two. 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
21. 95-56.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Breeze. Wide open receiver, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Brees now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Into the red zone. It's Brees. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. To the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Easy.
On second down, Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Gibbs got it. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, left. 11. Easy.
On first and 10, here's Brees. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Easy.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Kamara, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Brees throwing on second down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. shotgun now for Breeze. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the Ravens taking the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. He's still on his feet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
4 down, 0-2, 0-2. 11.
Throwing now is Breeze. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On second down, here's Breeze. And this is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Good set, good set, good set. 11. 95-56, 95-56. Waiting for second.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
11.
Now Breeze. Got to have this one. That's complete to Meredith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
11.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll look to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And incomplete here on third down. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard! Over!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Collins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, 37 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
Hey,